One year ago, Cog the Cow was deemed a cuck and led out into the fields to graze forevermore. Cog the Cow enjoyed his time grazing in the fields, eating the grass with the sun on his back during the day and the stars in the sky at night. He was a happy cow for a while, content. His milkers grew incredibly large. The farmers were impressed. Cog the Cow gave great milk to the people on a daily basis. However, not all was content with Cog the Cow. He had grown resentful with his new place in the world as a cow with magnificent milkers.
I don't want to be eating grass and grazing all day anymore. I used to be so much more,
cried Cog the Cow.
Now people just love me for my magnificent milkers. I need to get vengeance on those who put me in this paddock. I just wonder how I can.
It seemed that fate was working in Cog the Cow's favor, as the very next day, totally not a man, Medica Fembot came to the paddock to tell Cog some news. Well, basically to whinge and try and get him to do streams about people he didn't like.
Hey Cog, the evil people in the EarJuice server that made you a cow are now doxing me. Totally doxing. Just trust me. They have a chat with other people posting and stuff.
Whinged Medica Fembot.
Screenshots from Twitter. Oh my god. You need to come and do a stream about it and call them out. It will be your redemption.
Cog the Cow thought about this proposal. Not only would he be able to get back at the evil EarJuice guys for making him a cow, even though he really caused his own downfall and drama, but he completely spurged out, and then the Captain Weeb got Doc's stuff using that as a shit. Sorry. Cog the Cow also thought about the fact that he would love to play with Medica Fembot, frolicking through the meadows together, among other things. He then imagined himself on stream, in front of thousands of people calling out the evil doxers in the world, and how everyone would celebrate and name him top cow of the land.
I might even get a trophy,
thought Cog the Cow. And with that, Cog the Cow galloped out of the paddock with Medica Fembot, off to do their stream together, and finally get back at the evil EarJuice guys. He got back to his government housing apartment, chased out all the rats, dusted off his old equipment, and fired up a stream. Surely this would be a big hit with everyone. Or maybe not. Because when Cog the Cow tried to talk, all he could do was moo loudly and proudly, because he had been a cow for so long at this point. His arguments were moos, his interaction with chat were moos as well. All the audience could get were moos and tweets and more moos. Basically because Cog the Cow had listened to what he thought was a woman, but really was a balding old man who ran a clip channel and didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. For there were no doxers in the Fembot as a man chat. In fact, EarJuice had never even looked in the chat, and Stretch had not posted any info in there. The only info was tweets and screenshots of chats. In fact, not even Cog the Cow himself had actually looked in the chat.
What a disaster,
thought Cog the Cow. And with that, Cog the Cow was led out into the paddock once more, to graze on the grass and working on growing his magnificent milkers to give the farmers their daily milk from his udders. Once there, Cog the Cow had time to reflect on his journey. Perhaps being a cow wasn't so bad after all. He just needed to finally accept his place in the world, which was in the paddock.
I guess it's just my destiny to be a cow,
said Cog the Cow.
Everyone now only loves me for my magnificent milkers and the milk that I produce for the town. And you know what? Being a cow ain't so bad. I don't have to worry none, and I get to spend my days grazing eating the grass, mooing loudly and proudly with the sun on my back during the day and the stars in the sky at night. What could be more divine?
Exclaimed Cog the Cow. And with that, all was as it should be in the world. As the sun set over the paddock, Cog the Cow grazed on the green grass and fell asleep standing up, which is something cows can do. But oh shit, then a skunk ape turned up to the paddock. This wasn't good at all. First, Cog the Cow's BFF PvP the cow was ripped apart, his intestines pulled from his belly, and eaten while he was still alive. Cog the Cow was next. He tried to run away, but he was far too full of milk. With his enormous, magnificent milkers, Skunk Ape jumped onto his back and bit into his spine, leaving him paralyzed. Skunk Ape then made holes with her claws and raped those holes until dawn. It was agonizing and a long death, but by morning only meat was sprayed across the paddock grass, and Skunk Ape returned to the forest.
That's called getting cooked to the internet, guys. We've got to accept it.